click is ETG. Eat the goose. Eat the goose. Yeah,
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Don't shoot. Which I need some proof. Just watch my videos, man.
Video and then, you know, you just showing all your 2,500. I said, okay. All right, that's good with that.
68 hours, so it was $2,075.60.
I work like 70, I don't remember, like 73, 74 hours. I made like 3,400, close to 3,500.
I made $2,001.
62 hours, and I had 2,400.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, here we have another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge, man. Here we have Tina. Tina, do a quick introduction. Well, obviously I already gave your name, but you could do your own introduction if you have a certain intro or that you like to go do. Let them know what market you drive in and which platform or platforms you use.
Hey, this is Tina. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I feel like it's a great market for rideshare for sure.
Okay.
But just so your audience know, I do this part-time and I hit 2 racks. So you can do it.
Uh-oh, you might trigger a lot of people. Like, hold on, she do a part-time in Phoenix. I thought it wasn't profitable. Like, what's going on? So before you even, was you about to say something?
No, I was gonna start telling some gems, but I won't. I'll wait.
Oh yeah. Let's do like a quick background, because people, like, first they hear the part-time, so they are curious, like, okay, how is she able to do a part-time?
Yeah.
So you do a part-time. What do you do? What's the other part-time job or career?
So I have a full-time career. I'm a trainer. So
okay.
I'm 40 hours at that job. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say part-time, sometimes with rideshare, you got to put in those extra hours. So it's not 20 hours. It's not 30 hours. Sometimes it's 40. Sometimes, it could be 25. It really depends. And it depends on what's happening in your area. So it's super important that you understand the activities, the prominent areas to go to in order to strategize and leverage the most money.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you mentioned that, is because that's definitely part of it. You definitely have to be aware of what's going on in your area to really capitalize on, like, the earnings, because you can make it the easy way or the hard way. And if it's a lot of volume, a lot of things going on, like conferences or sporting events, concerts, it'll just make it a lot easier, because I could go out this amount of time or hours and really execute on that. One thing that definitely stuck out, you work 40 hours, a full-time job, and you getting out here and potentially working another 30, 40 hours. Some people gonna be looking at it like, well, how are you able to do that? Like, what the hell? That's like 2 full-time jobs. Part-time, my ass. That's 2 full-time jobs.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that 2 racks a week was a motivator.
Okay.
So for me, I'm like, So I was so close to it on Saturday. I was like $400 short, and I said I can hit 2 racks. Okay. And so that was the motivator for me. Like, I didn't have no promotions. I had one small promotion with $60, with nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I gotta hit this 2 racks. And so it took me 8 hours to hit that extra $400. But
that's pretty good.
I was gonna get there. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I was maneuvering between my 2 apps, because Sometimes Lyft is great, but then there are times that Uber has some surges, and I prefer Lyft. But
Okay.
when I saw Uber having some surges, I flipped and I was like, okay, I got a $17 surge right here. I need to get that because I'm trying to get $400.
Right, right. Yeah. Any additional would definitely help, man.
Yeah.
Dang. So I know you said that Saturday you pretty much was $400 short, but before you even started to drive, one, what made you sign up to do rideshare in the first place?
So initially I was like, I need a part-time job, but I need something that is flexible. I
Mhm.
can pick and choose when I do it. So when I started, I was kind of nervous, but I've been doing this like 5.5 years now.
Okay.
So when I first started, I was like, I don't know how about people in my car, da, 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 especially with COVID. I shut that down. Nobody
Right.
was in my car.
Okay.
And I went strictly to deliveries. You see what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
that was good money too.
Okay.
But I just needed a part-time job, something that I can be flexible with. But the problem is it created a monster in me
Uh-oh.
because I started to like it.
Uh-oh. That's
And now I actually drive to relax. I
mhm.
get a chance to talk to other people, find out about what's going on in their lives. So it's kind of like a chill, like step away from that busy 40-hour job that I got, every day talking, training, da da da, to now I'm just driving.
Right.
And
That's
there's people that talk a lot too, but
oh, for sure.
you, you learn how to manage that.
Yeah, yeah. Some people they get in, they just have diarrhea at the mouth. I'm like, dang, it's 5 in the morning. I'm like,
Right.
all
No,
right.
what gets me is when they start tapping me on the shoulder and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. I'm like, man,
can
like
you?
relax. Like I don't know, you could be picking your nose or something. Like don't be touching you know. So I definitely understand that. But one thing that stuck out to me that you said is you started to enjoy it. I'm not
Hmm.
sure how much content you've seen on the internet, but a lot of people have, complaints and like a bad experience or they're dissatisfied. What exactly did you enjoy about, driving?
So one, I like that I learned different things about my city,
Mm,
right? Like I didn't know about certain neighborhoods.
right,
I didn't know about certain clubs. Not saying I go to the club.
right, right.
But you learn all these different things about your city.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I got to the point where I'm not going that far. So I'm not taking that ride because I'm not going that far.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned how to tailor it. But I love that I got a chance to find more about my city and I got a chance to talk to other people. I have learned so much from just talking to other people in terms that help me. It's almost like a networking. I've connected people with different resources. They connected
Mm,
me with different resources. And so I, I like it for that reason.
right. No, those are all good reasons. And I'm glad that you named that because it's some of the similar things that I say, my previous videos. There's so many ways to benefit. One, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot
Hmm.
about your city. It's things
Hmm.
that you came across. I'm not sure. I know you lived in Phoenix, but you're like, huh? I never know this was here, or I didn't know,
Yeah,
this certain fact or feature about this neighborhood or whatever
right.
the case may be. Then,
Right.
you
I
talking to
learned
people.
shortcuts, how to get to this
Right.
area and that area.
Right. Then you talking to people, so you just collecting so much data and information, and people are just
Hmm.
sharing things with you, and that stuff can be valuable. But
Yeah.
if you go into driving, or you have the mindset of you already pissed off, and you looking at it, oh well, they're not paying me for more of an entitled mindset, you gonna miss all those type of benefits.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because I tell my sons, they always say, dang, I'm just getting tired. I said, Ronnie said, put in the hours. If
Yeah.
you put in the hours, you're going to make the money.
It's really that simple, but I think
Uh-huh.
I think people really know that. So imagine if you go up to it don't have to be a ride share driver. Go up to anybody on the street and I ask a passenger this the other day actually. I'm like, if you was a driver, how would you make more money? She said, oh, I'll just drive more hours. Like, yeah, that's
You say
you
it's that
know,
simple, fun.
Yeah, it's that simple, but it's the emotional aspect that
Yeah. Your
people
attitude
they
about it.
struggle with. It's their attitude
Yeah.
and their goals or lack of goals for that matter
Yeah.
is the reason why they struggle. So
But I also feel like once you start it and you understand, okay, I got to put the time in, right? Then you got to start using some strategic moves.
okay, talk about it. Talk about it.
So I feel like when you're first learning the apps, you're like, okay, they gave me, a 20% or $5, surge right here, whatever it is, right? You can't keep turning it on and off.
Right.
But you got to be strategic in what you accept. So if it's going to give me a ride and I'm in a promotion and I'm trying to get 40 rides to get this promotion, I'm not going to take an hour-long drive.
Right.
Because that could have been 3 rides I could have got.
Exactly.
So it depends on my week. So like this week, I don't have a promotion. I'm good with that hour-long drive as long as you paying me decent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I'm in a promotion, I'm not going to take that.
Yeah.
So it does affect your acceptance rate, right? So with Lyft, I'm more concerned about my acceptance rate. With Uber, I don't care. I just want that $17 surge.
Right.
Oh, you gonna give me a $10 surge right here? Okay, cool. Let me turn it on. I'm gonna get this. So you got to be strategic in how you move and maneuver for each one of these apps. And for example, that last week, I was constantly back and forth between the apps. So you got to be on your P's and Q's to know when to maneuver and when not to, because you can mess up and not be able to hit whatever that goal is.
Absolutely.
So I have a financial goal each week on each one of my apps. And so you set the goal. And to be honest with you, my goal is $100 a day during the week. And the weekend, I'm trying to make that other amount to hit whatever it is. If it's 1,000, 1,200, 2 racks, whatever it is, right? But my weekday, I'm trying to hit $100 a day.
Yep. Man, you hit the nail on the head. You just gave so much, gang. I might have to clip this part actually, because I say the same thing, but if I say it, then it's like I'm full of shit or I don't know what I'm talking about. But
yeah,
everything you said is 100% true, and you could tell it's through wisdom and experience. Because in order for you to learn, what rides to accept and the flow of things, you have to be out there. That's first and foremost. Just get out there. You're going to learn. Like people, they want to put the cart before the horse and like, oh, which ride should I accept? I'm like, look, man, just get out there. Like you're about to complicate things. If I tell you do this, you're gonna get all in your head and you ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna
learn your market. You got to learn your market.
You're
so
going
I
to
know
learn.
I'm gonna be in Tempe, Scottsdale, and downtown Phoenix. That's where I want to be. I don't care about all this other stuff. I might use it to get there, to filter to that area, but that's where I want to be during my prime times. And I drive during certain times so that I can leverage that market.
Yeah, absolutely. And the more hours you're out there, you're going to learn. But unfortunately, people they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to learn. So, then they end up suffering. But I appreciate you sharing all that game with us. So how one thing I noticed that a lot of drivers they struggle with distractions. Like how are you able to, stay focused and stay committed to your goals? Like I know you said, oh, it's to make $100 a day, but I know you got kids and some may come up or how are you able to you know what, just here, figure it out. I'm staying on my goal. I'm staying on track. I'm trying to hit this $100.
Yeah. I feel like staying on my goal is the financial piece of it. If I didn't have $100 a day goal, then it'd be easy to just say, "Oh, I don't feel like driving today," because there are times that I don't feel like it.
Right.
But when I'm like, "Dang, I'm at $70. I only need $30 more." Guess what I'm gonna do? Figure out how to hit that goal.
Right.
And sometimes I exceed it, so then the next day I might not have to drive as much.
Exactly.
Because I already went $20 over. And so I just got to make up 80. But I might be like, no, I'm going to hit 100. And then I might save it for another day where I choose not to drive.
Right.
But it's the financial goal that drives me to keep on the focus of hitting that what I'm trying to reach.
Right. No, that's absolutely correct. You got to have a goal, man. And if you don't have a goal, you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
y'all have heard that, but I'm pretty sure a lot
Mm-hmm.
of y'all actually are experiencing that right now. Like, damn, I never thought about having a goal. I'm just out here just wasting time or, not being consistent at
Mm-hmm.
driving. But,
Mm-hmm.
how are you? Well, what about work life balance? Because that's the thing that I hear quite often. Like,
Uh-huh.
well, if I drive 70 hours or shit, you got a full time job and you put another 40 hours in, if you do 80 hours of work, how are you able to have this balance that people desire so much?
Yeah. It is a struggle
Hmm.
to make sure you have a balance. But for example, in our house, we have Sunday dinner every Sunday.
Okay.
I'm not taking away from my Sunday dinner. So, I mean, every once in a while, we might not have Sunday dinner, but the majority of the time, we're going to have Sunday dinner. So, we always make sure we have that time. There are also times that I need to spend with my husband, right?
Okay.
And I'm sure he get frustrated because I'm like, I got to go make this money. And I'm just like, I got to go.
You're like, you don't need to make
But,
2 racks this week, man.
right. But, it is tough at times,
Mhm.
making sure you have that balance. And there are times that my body is like, you know what? You got to shut it down
Yeah.
today. You got to, give yourself a break because I just have that drive that I could do it something 7 days a week.
Right.
And maybe I think I'm built different.
It get like that. It's just
Uh-huh.
something that just keeps you going because I, people asking like, how are you able to keep going? I'm like, shit, I don't know. It's always been like it's always been there for me, like my personality.
Yeah.
Because some people get in the car, oh my God, you have 32,000 trips. I'm like, yeah, I still got 10,000 more on Lyft. So
Yeah.
like, oh my
Oh, that's how
God.
much you at? You at
Yeah, I'm
you
at
at
like
13?
40. I'm at 42,000, like 42,000 trips.
42,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at how long you been driving?
For about 8 years or so, like maybe 6 years full time.
Okay. So I'm part-time and I'm at 16,000.
There you go.
5.5 years. Yeah.
Hey, so you gonna make a lot of people mad. You might hurt their feelings. You got 16,000 trips. You doing the part
Uh-huh.
time with a full time job,
Yeah.
and married. And ooh, you gonna tick a lot of people off. So the people that's watching, y'all have no excuse. It's well. Let me ask you this: how are you able to, I guess, to ease up the workload? Because I know your situation is a lot different from mine because you have a full time job. So for me, for instance, to make my day easier, I like to start early. So like even today, I woke up like around 3 o'clock. I think my alarm went off at 3 o'clock because I had to be online at 3:30, and I hit my goal before like around 12:15. So my
Mhm.
my driving day is done. So now I could do this interview. Now I'm about to work
Mhm.
out and do some
Mhm.
stuff on the computer. So that's how I'm
Mhm.
able to
So you
keep
got a
my
daily
balance
financial
in
goal
life.
too?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
how are you able to um, make your day easier as far as like from a driving perspective?
Okay. So I have uh ride share for children that
Oh yeah,
I'm
we're gonna get
bringing.
into that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do those in the early morning because I start my day at work at 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
So I may do two drives early in the morning with those kids before I start my job,
When you say, not to cut you off, but when you say early in the morning, like what time are you waking up and what time are those rides?
like 6:30.
That's the time you're waking up, or that's the time the rides are
That's
scheduled?
the time I start the ride. I
Okay,
go to pick them up.
so you up at 5?
I'm probably let's put it this way. I'm probably up at 6.
Okay,
I probably leave here by 6:45,
all right, all right.
and then I'm able to get 2 rides in.
Yeah, so this is the important part because so people can hear, like, damn, she up at at 6. Like, dang, now I gotta get up at 6. Or you don't have to get up at 6. I mean,
And I'm not a morning person, but it
okay.
is my drive of that $100 a day, right?
Mm.
So then I do my full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
I might find a ride that's quick and easy with kids because you got schools all around you that I can do at my lunchtime. And if I find that, then that's golden. That's great.
Okay.
Then after I get off work, I might do one kid's ride, and then I'll turn on Uber or Lyft.
Okay. Hold on. Rewind. I think it just registered. You said you do a ride during lunch?
I might. Depends if I can find a quick one. If I can't find a quick one, I can't do it. But if I can find a quick one, I might do it.
Oh, that's a whole nother level of dedication. It didn't register until after you said, hold up. Did she say during lunch? That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I'll just, if I don't do it during lunch, I'm gonna do one after work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll turn on Uber and Lyft. And then I'm probably done 6:37.
Okay.
And then I have the rest of my day, with my family.
Shit. And that's what I'm talking about. Having a daily schedule, a plan for your day. Because if you have a plan, it makes things a lot easier. And if you have a time to, okay, I'm gonna start this time, but most importantly, you know that you're done at a certain time.
Right.
So then it doesn't feel like you out there all day because it's all intentional and it's all planned. I think a lot of frustration and people feel the burnout is if they have no structure. They waking up at different times. They taking a longer break, and it seems like their whole day is dedicated towards sitting in the car and driving and being miserable.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be like that. It's a choice.
Yeah. So that's during the week, but the weekend, that's a whole nother ballpark.
Okay, what's the weekend? What's the weekend game plan?
So weekend, it starts Friday, Saturday. Pretty much, it's probably like 6 to 3 a.m.
Ooh, so you might deal with the drunk people.
I love it. I watch people, and if they look like they stumbling and can't get in my car, you ain't getting in my car.
Right.
If somebody walking them and helping them to get in my car, I can't do it. If you look like you about to throw up, I can't give you a ride.
Mm-hmm.
And they be like, what? I said, you look like you're about to throw up. They was like, no, I'll be okay. I said, I'm sorry. I cannot give you a ride because you shut me down. Then I can't drive no more for the rest of the night. So no.
And most important, you have to clean it up.
No. That's. I mean, now has it happened to me in 5.5 years? Absolutely, 3 times.
Right. Yeah, trust me. I learned my lesson as well, and I'm the exact same way. I try to mitigate that. That's why I start early so I could be done early. But even today,
oh, you don't like the nighttime?
Well, it's not the fact that I don't like it. I just understand there's more risk, and I understand how I can have a more optimal day for myself. And for me waking up early, finishing early, working out, and doing what I need to do, I'm just more optimal throughout the
night. And see, I'm a night owl.
Yeah, see, totally different. Now I'm a morning person. By nighttime, man, I'm sleepy like around 9-10 p.m.
Oh yeah. See, I'm up bushy tail, ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. So, and if I know if I wanted to drive at night, I'm gonna have to take a nap during the day. I just want to be as efficient for myself personally.
Yeah, that's why you need to know your body.
Yeah, you need to know your body and more importantly yourself, because some people they love the nights and they know if I told them, hey, like wake up at 3, I'm not gonna do that. But if they like, I could get out there at 8 p.m. and drive to like 6 a.m. and be consistent at it. That's the most important thing. Knowing yourself and knowing and sticking to a schedule that you know that you could be consistent at doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't matter what none of the other people do. Do something that you know that
works for you. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways to do it. And one quick, as far as like the drunk people, I had this drunk person today. They requested an Uber. Then as soon as they request, like 2 minutes went by, then they called me. Like, so where are you? I'm like, oh, he's drunk. I just
Yep.
hung up and cancel. Like, nope.
Exactly. That's the clue. Like, what?
Like,
No.
yeah, like you literally just booked the trip. What do you mean? Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I know what time it is. You're drunk. And I
Exactly.
don't feel
Yeah.
like hearing it or
Those
going
are
through
those
it.
things that you pick up
Mm-hmm.
on from experience that you're like, nah, we're not doing this one today.
Right. Absolutely. So before we get into these earnings, how did you hear about the 2 racks a week challenge?
From my husband.
So so the audience gonna be like, from your husband? Like, what do you mean? Does he drive, or how did he hear about? Did he hit 2 racks or what?
Yeah, he does drive,
Okay.
and he's constantly looking at ride share videos from different people to hear what they gonna say
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
suggestions.
Okay.
So yeah, he's basically shared your video with me, our children, all of that. And so they
Thank you.
all like, we need that 2 racks a week t-shirt. So they haven't, I'm the only one that has
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm about to say, yeah, you're the only one that's gonna get it, so they gonna have to earn it. Everybody, trust me. If you see somebody with a 2 racks a week T-shirt, you can't. I remember somebody tried to buy it. I was like, you can't buy it. You have to earn it. So
Yeah.
you ain't gonna see
Yeah.
nobody who hasn't made 2 racks with a 2 racks a week shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard it from him. All right, shout out. Let's
Okay.
get.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you have your customers in your car, so I'm this kind of person that I help to enhance their experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when they're in the car, like they might want to hear certain music or they want it louder
Mm-hmm.
or, whatever. Do you help to add to their experience when you're driving them? Or you just like, no, I'm just
Not
giving you a ride?
not in that particular situation, and the reason why is because the times we drive are just like radically different.
Oh, right.
Like today, my first ride was at 4 a.m. So, people going to the airport, they kind of half sleep, they're not on it. So most people are just quiet for like the first,
Got
few
you.
hours.
Yeah. See, I'm dealing with the party people.
Yeah, exactly.
They like, turn that up.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Because when you driving at night, you got an aux cord, or you mind if I play some music?
No, I don't have one.
But in situations like that, then yeah, I'll be like, all right. I just tell them, yeah, I got an aux cord. Just don't play no bullshit. That's what I tell them. Don't play no BS.
They gotta listen to my music.
Oh, okay.
What I got on.
So what do you play?
I play XM Radio, The Flow.
Okay.
Or Heart and Soul. This is definitely R&B.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I play. Most of them like it. This was funny.
Okay. I'm trying to think the last time somebody asked to play their music. I can't even remember what they played. Now think about it. It was like, I remember where I took them. I think they was going to a concert, but I can't remember exactly what they played.
I get a lot of EDM. They want a lot of EDM.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I can't
That's
do it.
exactly what it was. That's probably why I don't remember shit. Some form of EDM. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That is funny. All right, let's get to these earnings so you could share what happened and Zoom is required. Okay, let's allow. All right. All right, where's my Zoom? All right, you should be able to see mine. All right, you can see the.
Yep.
Okay, so let's
So
do.
this is
Let's do the. I have all the screenshots you sent me. So
yeah,
this is the LYFT. If you want to like go back in time,
yeah.
speak on exactly how.
So let me tell you a little bit about this week. So this week we had the Phoenix Open here.
Okay.
And so it's
what
waste
is
management.
That?
This is a golf tournament.
Oh, okay,
it's
okay.
Basically a big party.
Okay.
Which is in Scottsdale, which is kind of far from where I live, but it's worth doing it, right? So it started, I want to say Wednesday or Thursday of the week. I didn't really focus on it until like Friday, Saturday, Sundays when I really focused on going to that area. But as you can see, I needed to make up a little bit on Wednesday to make my $100 a day.
Yeah.
So, so that's where you got the Wednesday. Thursday, I'm not sure what happened. It must have been a nice, like it was kept going back to back. Maybe that's how I ended up doing 113. But you can see I drove 32. I was
32
on
hours
mine
and 40
like 33 hours on this one. Yeah. And so this is my Lyft. But again, I went back and forth. So Lyft,
Yeah.
Uber, I went back and forth on.
No, that's pretty good. 32 hours, 1290. And look at that. Saturday. What happened Saturday? Was it any
That's the
incentive or
waste
anything?
management. That's the waste management of the golf. So it was busy. Like you were getting rides with like $75.
Dang.
Yeah. It was
See?
nice.
See?
Well, my son got one. He sent it to me. He's like, I ain't doing this. It was $101, but it was 34 miles, which would take him outside of the surge area.
Oh,
So
true.
he's like, nah, I ain't doing this, which I don't blame him because, you can be right there in the surge area, get a short 5, 7, 8, 10-mile ride for $75. Why am I going 34 to get out of it?
Right. Fair enough.
So that's the strategic stuff you have to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because people, people would have probably heard that and be like, "What? 30 miles, $100? I'm doing that." But
Yeah. Well,
smacking.
if it ain't busy and there's no surge, I'm gonna do it too.
Oh, yeah,
But
for sure.
during this time, no, I'm gonna stay right here where I can get them 40, 50, 60, $70 rides back to back.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah, 564, not too shabby. Let's go to the next one. Oh, hold up. Let me see. I'm just hitting on here. Okay, so this is the children's app that you were referring to, right? Okay, so what exactly is this, and I'm not sure how much information you have about this particular app and which markets it's available in.
I actually have the markets. Let me send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Hop Skip Drive is an app for children that you have to go through a more strategic background check, right? They got to do fingerprints, all of that in order for you to qualify. So we know we qualify for Uber and Lyft, right? But with Hop Skip Drive, you actually got to get fingerprinted. They got to do a deeper dive. You got to explain how you work with children, that kind of thing.
Oh, right.
And you got to be, willing to deal with children that maybe have some behavioral issues, right? Where I haven't got a whole lot of that. I've got a couple of rides like that, but not a whole lot of it.
Okay.
But something where they qualified to end up being part of this program, whatever it is. So basically, it's a ride share for children. I'm trying to find this picture for you. And you can see that I did 12 trips. Obviously, I wasn't on time for all of them.
Well, they got picked up,
They got picked up. It might have been like 7, 8 minutes late, but if you're not on the dot, then it's not considered an on-time trip.
Oh, okay.
You can see I had to check in by 5:19.
Okay, yep. Next check.
So I set my alarm to check in because you got to check in an hour into an hour and a half before your ride.
Okay.
And so each ride, depending on if they offer you a promotion or anything like that, which I, of course, leverage that. So each day it may tell you, okay, this ride is $20 or this ride is $24. But as you check it for the next day, there may be a surge on it of $10. So now that $24 becomes $34.
Well, I like that.
Right. So I'm leveraging it because I'm like, okay, I'm not booking no rides tomorrow until the end of the day before, and see what's out there. And then I'll start booking rides. And that's where I can see, if it meets my time frame or whatever. So I've been able to find 2 to 3 rides, maybe every single day. Depends. And so I did 12 rides. I did this Monday through Friday.
How long are as far as like the distance, how long are the rides?
It depends on what you can find. On average, I would say 8 miles.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
But you got to go get them. So sometimes I have to drive 20 minutes to go get them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always find rides that's going to bring me back to my house because I want to make sure I'm back for when I need to work, or I'm back right before my lunch. So I might have to go out to go get them, but it's always bringing me back to my house.
Yeah. See, that's I
So
like how you have your system aligned. You know, you start off in the morning and take advantage of these rides. I didn't want to say take advantage of children. Everybody, what?
No. Yeah, the opportunity to provide
take
a
advantage.
service for our children.
Exactly, because especially 12 trips for $360, that's like an average of like $30. So, you know, pretty much $30 a trip in the morning before you get your day started. And that's what I'm saying. There's so many different ways that people could really, you know, benefit. You know, because you out there maybe wake up an hour too early, get a couple rides in, then within over, you know, a 7-day period, you just added additional $364 to your weekly earnings. Now let's say if you used to do that for 3 weeks, let's say one week you didn't even drive, so 364 times 3, you just added an extra $1,000, man. So you know, people they don't think like that, nor do they look for, you know, the wins and ways that they could benefit. They look at, oh, well, I have to drive 15, 20 minutes or however many miles out the way to pick this person up, to drop them off is not worth it. Money talks at the end of the day. 364. You know, you do
so
that.
Think about it. I'm making 60 to maybe 90, depending on if I did 2 or 3 rides already. So I don't have to make that much to make my $100 a day.
Man, I'm telling you. Yep. And people will
so
complain.
This is, to me, this is a simpler way. In the summer, I don't have this, so I got to figure out something else.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. So you got to take advantage while you can.
Exactly.
And also, you know, not too many people know about this.
Yeah, but I just sent you the markets if you look in your email. And they're in a lot of markets, to be honest with you. So I don't know if you want to share it, but you're in the Nevada's in the market. That's your area.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm trying to find
California, Colorado, Florida, Tennessee, Texas, Wyoming. All of these people, all these states are in the market. If you see it in your email, I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I'll probably look for it later. Maybe I'll do another video, and I really don't want to share my screen right now. Go through all this. Let me see. For some reason, it's not coming up. I wonder if it's went to my other email address. I'll look for it later.
When you sent me the Zoom meeting is where
I think because I got like 4 or 5 different emails. So
okay.
I think it's my other one. That's why it's not showing up. But I'm gonna check it out, and I'll definitely let the audience know. Man, if they watching the video, they can see. It's called Hop Skip Drive. So hop your tail over to the website, check it out.
I'm gonna send it to your Instagram. How about that?
Oh yeah. That'll be fast.
And that way it'll be easy.
Okay, Arizona, Cali, Colorado, DC, Florida, Indiana, Kansas, Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Washington. Okay. Referred. Yeah. Do you what you should do is after the interview, send me your code and I could drop the code in the video. So if people want to register or sign up for the service, they can use your referral code.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let me go to the next one. So that was 364 right there. And the last one was 1290. So let's see.
So that's this is LYFT
Yeah.
1290.73.
Yeah. I'm just seeing where we at. 1290 point. Oops. 0.73 plus 364.68. So right there we have 1655.41.
Now,
And
what's crazy about this hop, skip, drive? Sometimes they give you promotions too, just kind of like the same way we get
oh,
promotions
really?
to, yeah. So when they give me a promotion, I'm really on it, right?
Okay.
So like last week, I made, I didn't have a promotion, but I made, let me find it. Oh no, this week I made 461. So last week I
Dang.
made what 360 whatever.
364. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there have been times that I've made $500. I made 518. So it changes. Like they might give me a promotion of $120 to do 7 rides. Okay, I'm on that.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna check out hop, skip, drive. I'm gonna be hopping, skipping, and driving
I know
all
that's
through Las
right.
Vegas.
Wait, my husband, he be messing up the name, talking about what that hop, skip, jump. I was like, it's hop, skip, drive.
Right. I almost said jump. Yeah. I'm extra $400 or $500. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
it's a great, easy if you can do, kids in the morning and after they get out of school, it's perfect.
Okay. Yeah. And here
You just got to
is
go through the background stuff. That takes a little bit longer.
oh, that's fine. And
Okay,
here,
so here's the Uber.
yep.
And I don't drive Uber as much as you can see, but remember, I was trying to leverage because I needed to make that 400. So you see on Sunday, I did a little bit more on Sunday because I was able to leverage that, trying to get those numbers. But
Even with 7 hours, like total is pretty
uh,
good.
yeah,
That's pretty
so
good
I got a
numbers.
$60 promotion on this one.
Oh, okay. But still, even even 262 with the 7 hours is pretty good. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and a
Yeah.
$60 promotion. Yeah, there we go.
And
And
for
man,
some reason, Uber people tip better.
probably better quality people. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it's like the same people, but
Okay.
definitely, I don't know if it must be something behind the scenes with the Uber app that say, "Hey, don't forget to tip your driver." I don't know,
Yeah.
but the Uber people do tip better than the Lyft people.
Yeah, because after let's say you was to take a Uber, go down the street, whatever. Once the trip ends, like if you need to take another Uber, then the previous trip will come up. But hey, do you want to tip the driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, those are good numbers, and you add that I mean not 13, that 372 with along with the 1655, that would
Hmm.
put us at 2027 and 83 cents, ladies and gentlemen. So 2 racks a week, and that was your first time hitting it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what did your I know you was telling me, and I said I wanted to wait for the interview to start, and you said
Uh
your son drives. So how did he react?
huh.
Was it some type of jealousy or envy? Was he
No,
supportive?
I mean, he's tried to hit the 2 racks. He just been super close where he couldn't do a Sunday. But if he would have did a Sunday, he would have been able
Oh,
to
he
hit it.
hit it.
But yeah, he was just like, Mom, he was like, "You think you can hit it?" I said, "I need $400." He said, "I think you can do it." I said, "I think I can too."
Right.
And so of course my husband was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna be able to hit that." I said, "Watch." So now you done challenged me.
Oh, he sound like my dad. Oh, you ain't gonna do it. I'm like, oh, now you piss me off. Now I have to do it.
Right. Now I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
prove to you.
Yeah.
You know you dealing with the GOAT, right?
Right. But I think he probably said that to motivate you, or maybe he did.
No, he was for real. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. See, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know him better than me.
So I had to prove him, shut him down, let
Yeah.
him know that I really am the GOAT.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that. I like that swagger. I like that attitude. You know.
Uh-huh.
Dang. So now your son, I hope your son hits it as well because he could come on and share his story, and that'll be the very first, mom and son story,
Oh
family
Lord.
story.
Okay.
No, I think I know I had a couple who do it before. I'm not sure if they got interviewed. They were supposed to,
Okay.
but for whatever reason, I don't think it happened. But
Uh-huh.
never signed them up. That would be
Yep.
that'd be dope.
Yep.
So now you hit the 2 racks before he did, and he like, dang, now he have no excuse. No excuse, man. So
Yep.
let me stop sharing this. So here's this right here. All right, so now that you know, hit 2 racks with the full time job, where's some more advice, or actually a better question? Because I'm always talking about readapting your mind. How do you think people should readapt their mindset to hit a milestone like this?
Well, I mean, it really depends on how bad you want it. Like,
Yeah.
what is your goal? What do you plan to do? Are you trying to meet a certain bill? Are you trying to take a certain vacation? Or are you trying to help your family? Whatever it is, whatever that ultimate goal is that you're trying to reach, or maybe you're trying to invest. And you want to say, okay, let me use this. I will say that when I feel like I have to do it, I'm not as motivated.
Mm.
But when I find it as fun and I like doing it, I'm more motivated.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know, maybe the mindset has to be like, this is what I enjoy about it and that's why I'm going to do it versus I have to do it. Where some people do it full time and they have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cuz this is your full-time job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um so, it really depends on what your goal is. You got to decide, for me, financial goal is what drives me
Yep. No,
because I
I
know I
like
need to
that.
hit this amount.
That's definitely a unique perspective. Pretty much finding it enjoyable. If you don't find it enjoyable, you're not gonna do it. Cause I think
Right.
that's where a lot of people are at. It's like they feel like, oh, it's like a drag, more like a chore. It's like, damn, I got to clean the
Yeah.
bathroom or do dishes or something. Like, fuck, I
Yeah.
have to do it just so my kitchen is clean. But if you enjoy
Yeah.
doing this, like, what? Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's where the mindset, specifically the attitude, comes in. Like if you enjoy driving, you can find ways to make it fun.
Yeah.
You enjoy the conversations. You in a good
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
You got a goal. It just becomes fun because
Yeah.
what's the alternative? Let's say you don't like to drive. Okay, fine. What are you gonna do now? It's gonna go back to a job, back to a factory,
Mhm.
and so. But
I have a cousin that she's getting ready to retire, and she was like,
okay,
"I'm really thinking about doing rideshare. Can you give me some more information about it?" So of course I referred her over to Hop Skip Drive because she's motherly, grandmotherish, that kind of thing.
mhm,
So I think that'll be a better fit for her right now, just so she can get used to people that she don't know in her car. Because a
right,
lot of people don't like to have people that they don't know in their car.
yeah.
Where it don't bother me.
Right.
I'm good with it.
No, I can see that.
Yeah.
I know
So,
exactly how it is.
you got to understand your personality, and what is your goal. And so I try to make it fun for all of my customers. I mean, I don't see them as, okay, I got to get them a ride. No, I see it as like, okay, let's make this a unique experience as we go through each ride.
Perspective. It's definitely
Hmm.
perspective, and how can you make this unique? Some people, they'll get in, they just have like personality, character.
Hmm.
So, a 20, let's say even sometime an hour ride, you just got a good passenger, y'all have a good conversation, y'all cracking jokes,
Hmm.
having a good time, and it'll just go by
Hmm.
like that. And
Yeah.
next you know, maybe they'll tip you $20 or hand you
Yeah.
$50 cash, whatever the case may be. Then and it's like people, they miss out on those opportunities based on their perspective. Like
Hmm.
and it's like, okay, I just made, let's say 50, 60, sometimes even more, like within an hour. Now, if you was at any job, how long would it take for you to have made that? And
Yeah.
especially, let's say you work in retail, you got to
Yeah.
walk around the store, you on your feet, you got
Yeah.
to do stocking or whatever they do, and it's like, damn,
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what? Those tips, those cash tips you get
yeah.
can be nice. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
share a story. I had this one guy that was the night before, I guess he got pulled over by the police, and the police was like, you shouldn't be driving. I guess he was like literally around the corner from his house. And the police officer said, I'm gonna let you go, which I was surprised. So he didn't give him a DUI. The next day he ended up getting a ride with me, and he was telling me this story about how, he almost got arrested, and they was going, they let him go because he was literally right down the street around the corner from his house.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, "Teen," and he talking the whole time. It's probably about a 8-minute ride, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Oh Lord," he just going on and on, But
Yeah.
I'm listening. And so he gets out of the car. He walks over to my front door. Most people don't do this. Like,
Right.
I'm like, oh Lord. And he was like, Tina, I just want to thank you. So he reaches his hand out to shake my hand. He gives me $100 tip.
Okay.
And he
Oh,
said, I want to thank you for taking care of me, because last night I could have went to jail. But it's those things that happens to you that you don't even realize. So even last week, even though I had that, 2 racks,
mm-hmm.
I had somebody that gave me $50 cash tip.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't count to my 2 racks.
Yeah,
Because
you
it's a cash
can't,
tip.
but still, it's
Mm-hmm.
$50 cash tip, and that's what people. That's the opportunities that people miss, and that's not what's discussed too often, man. Everybody worried about, oh well, they're scamming the drivers. They don't care about you. They taking XYZ, man. Look, I
Mm-hmm.
don't care about that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting my money, and I'm happy. But oh, you happy
Mm-hmm.
making clothes? You was like, shut up.
Wait, and you're in a market that has do you guys have the autonomous cars in Vegas?
Uh, I've seen a couple like that's being tested, but when I was in San Francisco, oh
It
yeah,
was
they all
big,
over
yeah,
the place.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
then
it's big here.
yeah,
It's
Waymo, yeah, because
Yeah,
when I
it's
left,
real big
yeah,
here. Mm-hmm. So I have felt the impact of
mm-hmm,
Waymo being around, but it is a Uber product, right?
mm-hmm,
So, but I do Lyft most of the time. But it's crazy how much it has impacted the market. But you still got to be unique and savvy in how you maneuver your strategy,
yeah,
because they
that's
don't go on the freeway,
right,
and I can't.
exactly. Oh yeah, fair enough. That's a good point. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because before I left San Francisco, that's when a lot of people start to really use the service. And you see, and people they so excited they get in a driverless car. They
Mm-hmm.
got their
Yep.
cell
The
phones
record.
out. They geek. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, people ask me, "Are you worried?" I'm like, "Why would I be worried about a driverless car?" And
Uh-huh.
people they shouldn't be worried. And if you are worried, that lets me know that you don't have any goals outside of just driving. And I
Uh-huh.
think that's where another aspect. A lot of people are frustrated because they don't have no vision outside of just driving. It's like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be here forever. You just make your money and figure out what to do to get to the next level.
Yeah.
If you worry about driverless cars, then you got something else that you should be worried about.
Yeah.
So people watching this, do I care? Nope, don't care. I don't care what they do. I don't care who in it. Hell, you might even see me in the driverless car one day just chilling. So I'm in the Waymo like this, like, look at it, hey, the
That's
wheels turning.
hilarious.
Yeah, can't be worried. And yeah, couple more questions. Why do you think this challenge is so important?
I feel like it's a motivator.
Mm,
So if your audience see that, okay, other people can make 2 racks a week, I can do it. And so you set your goal for it, and I constantly hear it because my husband telling me 2 racks a week, you know, behind the scenes. So I hear it all the time.
I appreciate them, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, but you know, when I got that close, I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna make this 2 racks." So
Right.
it's definitely a motivator.
Mhm.
But I also feel like your channel gives insight to, you know, ways to be more strategic. You know, what is it that motivates you individually? What some kind of strategies can you put in place in order to be successful? Making sure you understand your market, making sure you understand you as a person and what works for you. Are you a morning person? Are you afternoon? Are you a night person? Where is the more prevalent areas to drive in your state? And what time should you be driving? What activities are going on in your area so that you
Right.
can maximize on those and leverage them? So those are things that you learn over time. And so, yeah, you can give them little trinkets and you can drop like the little nitbits we didn't drop today, but it's really until you experience it
Right.
that it sinks in.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know. I feel like the channel is great because it motivates you to want to hit that goal, but it also gives you some aspects of how to be strategic.
Absolutely. Be strategic and set some goals. If
Mhm.
somebody can have a takeaway, just set some type of goal.
Mhm.
Even
Mhm.
if it's not to make 2 racks, let's say if it's to make, like you said, $100 a day. Get out there, make your
Mhm.
$100 a day, and see
Mhm.
how consistent you could be at doing that.
And then you exceed it. And you say,
Yep.
dang, that was easy. I was able to do that. Let me change that to 150 or
Exactly.
200 or whatever. You start changing it. I mean, when I first started off, I was $300 a week.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yep.
my goal.
Yeah, and that's how it start. Cause I get this question. I'm not sure if you get this question, and you probably have. People asking, "Oh, do you make good money or do you make decent money doing this?" And I always ask them, "What do you consider decent money?"
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, like $500 a week. I'm like, yeah, you can do
Uh-huh.
that like 2 days, like a day and a half, really. Oh, like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
like,
Yeah, I get
so,
that all the time.
yeah. So I like to be, precise on, meanings and yeah, you just gotta have a goal and be precise, man. And
Mhm.
like if you think 2 racks, because a lot of people can't even fathom, like, damn, 2 racks, like, damn, that's if you working a job and let's say you getting like 300 through 500 weekly,
Mhm.
and it's like to go four times that amount. Some people can't even fathom that. It's like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
just start off small and work your way up and build your confidence up.
Mhm.
Because you know if it seems too out of your comfort zone, you could get discouraged. So just set it
Yeah.
for like 200. Get out there, execute, do two hundred
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
Then once you get more comfortable, it's gonna go to 250. Then
Yeah.
once you get 250, you're pretty much knocking on the door because
Mhm.
250 a
Mhm.
day is what, like 1750 by the end of the week. And to make 2 racks, only thing you really need is 286 a day. So
Mhm.
just work
Mhm.
your way into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not that it's not that difficult.
I feel like you doing it full time. This 2 rack should not be an issue.
Ish, you got a full-time job, you did a part-time. It shouldn't be an
It should
issue. It's
not.
people's discipline and it's their mind and how much
Mhm.
time that they waste.
Mhm.
Remember, everybody has a story.
Mhm.
It may not be true, or it may be true just in their reality.
Mhm.
So just remember that, because you could watch my content and you could see over 100 people came on who got interviewed. I think you probably 106 or 107
Mhm.
interviews
Mhm.
that I've done. You go to another channel, then people could talk about, oh, it's not worth it. You can't make money. So yeah, you pick and choose who you want to follow, what advice you want
Yep.
to soak in. You know.
Yep.
But any last words before we get up out of here?
My last word is just make sure you have the right attitude, set the right goal, and eventually you'll get to 2 racks a week.
Hey, there you go. There you go. It may take you 1 week. It may take you 1 month. It may take you 10 months. But just
Uh-huh.
keep fighting and keep trying. And the more you really try, the more you're going to learn. Most important, the more you're going to learn about yourself. And, just stay focused. I mean, it will be some adversity to overcome, but don't give up. Don't get discouraged. It's just part of the game, part of the learning process. Just execute and get it done, man. Before you know it, you're going to hit your 2 racks. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. In your words, just put your time in.
Exactly. Put the time in. Because we can say all this, but most y'all ain't going to do nothing anyway. It's just the truth. Like, people like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 6 tomorrow. That alarm go off. Next day, wake up, it's 9 o'clock. Like,
I know. Yeah. But don't stop there. You can still do it.
Oh yeah, you can still do it, but they ain't gonna do it. So you might as well whenever that Monday hit, just restart. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Maybe you can start off Monday because you already it's a wrap. But I appreciate you, coming on, sharing your stories, sharing the hop, skip, drive. I want to say a hop, skip, jump.
I know.
For the people who want to try hop, skip, jump, I'm going to put the
hop, skip, drive.
See, I'll mess it up. I just said it right way. Now I messed it up. The people who want to try the hop, skip, drive, I'm gonna have her referral link in the description. So make sure you sign up using her link, and make your 2 racks. And another winner, ladies and gentlemen, another winner 2025. We've been doing these challenges for about 3 years now. So people still complaining. It's no money, but people still making 2 racks. Isn't that strange? But Ronnie Speed, over and out. It's 2 racks a week. Drum roll. Guitar. Piano.
Oh, Lord.
I had to end it with that. Peace.
Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.